What's going on, everybody? So if you're with me earlier today, we did a lunch run. We were doing Grubhub and Uber Eats. I'll do some totals and stuff because I'm going to separate the two videos. So I'm going to make it two videos instead of just one long one. So that'll have totals and everything in there now. I am about to do my dinner run, and I'm doing DoorDash from 4:30 to 9. Now from 5 to 9, DoorDash is running a promo for $3 extra per delivery. So with the base pay of $3 and then the $3 bonus for individual orders, I'm going to be $6 out the door before tip. So I'm really looking for anything $10 and above for my deliveries. The other thing is that if you don't know, like if you pick up batched orders or 2 or more orders together, the base rate drops down. So for an individual order is $3. If I pick up 2 orders from the same restaurant, then they're actually $2 a piece. So that's $4 out the door, plus $3 each for the bonus. So that's $5 each. So that's $10 out the door before you even get the tip. If you're picking up 2 orders from separate restaurants in the same run, they're $2.50 a piece. So that's $2.50 each one plus the $3. So that's $5.50 each. So that's $11 out the door before tip. So that's how the pay breaks down. But it's 4:30 now. I got to log in. Let's see here, but that doesn't start until 5 o'clock. It's only 4:30 now, so my initial couple orders will probably be without that bonus. So let me get myself all logged in, and if it's slow, I'm going to open up Uber Eats as well. And it says it's busy. I'll open up Uber Eats as well if I'm not getting a lot of good orders on DoorDash, but DoorDash usually does me pretty good. So it looks like it's pretty busy in that area. So we're gonna hit dash now. I got enough gas, my phone is charged, I got my red card, and I got my bags. Alright, so I was driving to my where I usually start at. I actually got an order that popped through for Italian Delight. It was like $8.50 for 4.4 miles. I went ahead and accepted that just to kind of get my day rolling. I'm actually almost at the restaurant. The restaurant was pretty close. So the drop-off point is going to be 3.5 miles-ish. I think I was about a mile away from the restaurant. But the first order, $8.50. The promo hasn't kicked in yet. Like I said, once the promo starts, I'll be looking $10 and above. But for $8.50 to start out, for the promo, I'm okay with that. I'm almost at the restaurant. So the other thing is Italian Delight, they have a tendency to up tip, so they might show you $8.50. There's a potential that the tip when I close out the order could be worth more. That's one thing DoorDash does a lot. So if I take an order and they cancel, then I automatically get half of that order. So if it's $8 and they cancel, I get $4 no matter what for starting to drive over there. So a lot of times what DoorDash will do is that they'll take an order that's say $12, but they'll only show it as $8. So if it cancels, they don't have to pay you $4, and then you see the full tip amount at the end. Plus, I think you can up tip after delivery if for good service. So I'm going to go ahead and get this order. All right, well, I jumped off that order. It was a little bit more, a whole 50 cents. So I made $9 instead of $8.50, which is fine. The mileage is fine. But a little lesson, drivers, always read your delivery instructions. She literally gave me, so their house is on a main road, but their house is off of a neighborhood, so their address is the main road, but you actually turn and it's the first house in the development, which said all of that in the delivery instructions. And instead of being smart and reading delivery instructions, I just went there, passed by the house. The poor lady was waiting in her garage, saw me drive by. So I flipped a U-turn real quick. It wasn't that bad. But I walked up, I'm like, I can't believe I didn't read those delivery instructions, because she literally put it in there. And if I had read the delivery instructions, I wouldn't have had to turn around. But no big deal. So dropped off that order. Nothing new's coming through yet. Before I got that order, I did get a couple of lowball / just inconvenient orders. I took screenshots of. I'll make sure I put them in the video. So I declined those This was the first one I took just because I knew where it was going roughly. I've been down on this road before, so I had an idea. I actually thought I delivered to a house on this street before. It was the next house down, which is where I thought I was going to, which is why it's always important to read those delivery instructions. But I'm heading back to the main area because there's not really any restaurants back here, but I'm only like a mile away from the main strip, so I should be able to get something along the way. And I'll check back in with you guys. All right, so I'm back in my favorite parking lot that I usually run from. Yeah, that first order, I didn't get anything on the way back. I kind of figured I wouldn't. I passed by that Italian restaurant again. There's a couple little spots down there, and I thought maybe I might get something, but I didn't. No biggie. Oh, something just popped up. 2 orders, 3.9 miles for $18.50 for California tortilla. You see what I mean? And California tortilla is right over there. I'm in the parking lot, so I am definitely accepting the hell out of that. And so I'm on the top of the T, and I got a $18.50 double order. And California tortilla is another one that has a potential of up tipping, so that would be nice. Stacked orders, so it's actually after 5 o'clock, so that's that's $5 per order before tip. The one I'm on now says it's $7.50, so it looks like they only tip me $2.50 for the first one. But I think there was one that's like literally right around the corner from the restaurant, so that might not surprise me. So this is how close I was to the restaurant. I'm pulling into their parking spot area right now. Make sure nobody's coming the other way so I don't get hit. And I'm there. My pickup time is 5:15. Sometimes they're really busy and they get backed up. Sometimes they're not. You can get in and out pretty quick. So just mark that I've arrived. And okay, so the $2.50 order is probably, so it looks like there's one order that's 1 item and one order that's 5 items. So got a feeling that the $2.50 tip is the 1 item. So let's see how far we got. All right, so the first one is 1.1 miles away. Remember, I was in the parking lot for this, so I think the total was like 3.8 or something like that. So I should only have like 2.1 miles. So there should only be another mile or so after that for the second drop off, and that is over $18. So this keeps going tonight. That would be a very lovely thing. Yeah, when it comes to stacked orders, you have to be careful because they do. That's one way DoorDash tries to sneak in those little $3 orders. And what people talk about with these $3 orders is that, like I said before, base pay for a single order is $3. Now these are 2 orders. They came out of the same restaurant, so they were $2 each before the promo pay and all that. But in general, if I pick up 1 order, it is $3 out the door. So if you get an offer for $3, that means the customer did not put a tip. A lot of people are like, well, they're going to tip you cash when you get there. Yeah, they might. I've done a couple of them. They don't. Sorry, this is a busy intersection. For the most part, if you get a $3 order, you're not getting anything on top of it. You're not going to get up tipped. You're not going to get any of that. Because you have to keep in mind. Hold on 1 second. What you have to keep in mind is that all these gig economy jobs, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and all these, we're all independent contractors. I work for myself in conjunction with these apps. So I don't have to take any order they send me. I can reject all of them. I can take all of them. I could just cherry pick like I do and take the good orders. So if you want your food picked up fast, put a nice tip on there. You don't have to go overboard and tip $25 every time. But I mean, put a nice tip on there. That's how you know your food's going to get picked up quick and delivered to you quickly. Because being honest, this is all luxury. Being able to order off of DoorDash or Uber Eats is not a requirement to life. It's a luxury. And if you're not willing to put a little bit extra in there for the effort of the driver taking you there, because I know what most people think. It's like, oh, big deal. You're just driving and dropping it off. There's depreciation on the car. There's gas. And gas is up to like $3.07 right now in my area. there's other things that go into it that affect our bottom line. So you might think, well, $3 for going 6 miles shouldn't be that bad. You made money. No, you didn't. As you take apart the depreciation of your vehicle, and you take out gas and everything like that, you're losing money at that point. And this guy's going to hit me from behind. Jesus. So, if you want your food picked up fast, and you want it delivered to you in a reasonable amount of time, just put a decent tip on there. You don't have to go overboard. I mean, it's very much appreciated if you do. Trust me, I've got $20 tips, and I am super grateful when I get those. But put something on there. That's all I gotta say about that. Another thing is, a lot of people put their bags in the back, and I've had one-star review for the entire time I've been delivering, and I'm pretty sure I know what order it was, and it was an order that I had in the back, and it slid around, and I think it got messed up in the bag. So now I keep my orders up front most of the time. They're in my delivery bags. They're sealed up. They're zipped up. But this way, if I have to make a hard turn or something like that, I can grab the bag and make sure that the food doesn't go flying all over the place. Looks like we're getting close here. You can hear that little turn, just that little bit shifts the bags around. I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. All right, here we go. Yeah, I put my window down when I keep my car running because I'm always afraid I'm going to lock my keys in. Again, overall mileage and total price, that's why I took this order. But hiding that order inside of a larger tipped order, it's making the other customers pay for that cheap order. And that's what drives me nuts about it. I don't care if you don't tip. I'm just not going to take your order. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. But when they hide these double orders inside of each other, you're basically making the other person pay for your delivery. And that's what irks me about it. Because, so the base pay on this was actually $2.50. So $2.50 plus a $3 peak, that's $5.50. So, and this is an $11 order, so that's a $5.50 tip that this other customer gave me. If everything works out, it could be more. I might get there and there might actually be an up tip. But just to tip $2, I know you only ordered one thing. This is what I'm talking about. This is not a mandatory thing. This is a luxury. Pay to have your stuff delivered, or wait forever for it to get cold. You got lucky. There was another order coming out, and they tied it into this one, so you got lucky. If that was the only order coming out of there, $7.50 during a peak time, I would have never picked up that order. But I digress. Done and done. So, this last delivery actually had an extra 50 cents on it. So it was an $11.50 order. So it is 5:24. I've done 3 deliveries and I'm sitting at $28. And this is still early on. Most of the orders are going to be coming later, hopefully. All right, well, while I was driving, I took a screenshot of it. I got a double order. Don't remember off the top of my head. It was in the 20s. It was like $21 or something like that. Back to California tortilla again. All right, well, I got really lucky. So I just took a chance and ran in there to see if they might be ready. And they both were ready. It is 5:39 now, and they were supposed to be picked up at 5:52. So I am ahead of schedule. All right, so just got a Chick-fil-A order. I didn't get a chance to get a screenshot because I was driving. Oh, you're just gonna do that? Okay. Like I wasn't backing up at all. Anyway, sorry, people drive like assholes. So anyway, what I was saying is I got a $11.50 Chick-fil-A order that is going 5.2 miles. Keeps with my $2 a mile hope. What I want to be driving for. All right, well that was nice. I've actually delivered to these people before. It's a nice older couple. So that originally showed us $11.50. this is what I'm talking about DoorDash. It was actually $13. So that was a very nice little run for Chick-fil-A. All right, so as I was driving, I'm sorry, it's hard to get screenshots when I'm driving because I don't want to, die. But I got an order for China Star, which I wasn't that far away from. I was probably a couple miles. It was a total of 6.5 miles, and it was 1150. That doesn't really meet my miles to total ratio, but it's not that far off. And it was a positional order. It put me back in the position I wanted to be in. And as I was driving, an addition came in for the same restaurant, China Star, for an additional $8 with no extra mileage. Now, normally I would have just dished that $8 order, but for no additional mileage going to the same restaurant, it turned an $11.50 order to a $19.50 order. So I'm going to make almost $20 just from that. Oops, sorry. I wish I could go back and see my other screen. I think it's going to put me like $83-ish. $82, $83, I think. And it's 6:30 now, so I'm only 2 hours in. By the time I get done delivering it, it'll probably be close to 7, maybe 6:45, depending if the food's ready or not. Well, I just dropped off those 2 orders, and it was actually more than what was originally on there. The second customer, the one who tipped well and paid for the other customer's delivery, actually tipped $10 on it, so that was like a $16 run just for that. So I believe I just made $24.50 on that run. $24.50. I didn't get the screenshot fast enough because as soon as I dropped that off, I got another order for Italian Delight. That was $11.50 for like 2.3 miles. So I'm about to do that one right now, and I'm sitting at this busy ass intersection. Alright, so I finished that delivery for Italian Delight. You can see it's gotten quite dark out because I was sitting in there for a little while. But it looks like they're starting to even out. And I immediately got another Italian Delight order. So I'm headed back there. I don't know how much more filming I'm going to be able to do because it's about to get wholly dark out and I don't even know if you can see me now. So I'll do a summary at the end when I edit the video together, total earnings and everything like that, how much I made for the shift and how much I made for the day. So I will talk to you then, and everybody please drive safely. Alright, so here's a screenshot for my earnings from DoorDash. I'm putting the screenshot in just so people don't think I'm making up the numbers. So I made $134.29 on this dinner rush. I worked 4.25 hours on 12 deliveries. Now let's get into the numbers, and just a quick disclaimer, I stole this format from the YouTube channel Your Driver Mike. I like the way he breaks things down, and it's a very simple and clean visual look at the numbers. So again, for dinner, I made $134.29 on DoorDash on 12 orders. I worked 4.25 hours, which makes my hourly rate $31.60. I drove 56.3 miles, which makes my dollars earned per mile $2.39. And I get a mileage tax deduction of $31.53 at 56 cents a mile. Combining lunch and dinner, I grossed $209.12. For DoorDash, again, it's $134.29. Grubhub, $47.04. And Uber Eats, $27.79. I worked a total of 7.75 hours, which makes my hourly rate $26.98. My goal is to make $25 plus per hour every shift, or every day. I drove 99.4 miles, which makes $2.10 earned per mile, and my goal is $2 plus per mile. And I get a mileage deduction of $55.66. So overall, it's not that bad of a day. I made pretty good money. So please like and subscribe to the video, or subscribe to my channel and like the video, and check out my Amazon affiliate links in the description below for the gear I use while I'm doing my deliveries. All right, everybody, take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you soon.